I'm on the bus. I'm on the bus, right? And what's up, man? Ride Flash. Yo, so I'm on the bus, and the guy comes on the bus and says, "Hey, Hammer had a bunch of groups with him. I was a producer. I was getting paid like 3,000 a month to just produce songs for all these groups. A lot of the people on Hammer stages were artists that he was going to put out. So he had Ho Fred Ho, well BNGB he had already put out. Then he had another Tanetta Hair, a few artists. So they came on the bus and they were like, "Yo, we need a song for Rocky Five. Sylvester Stallone needs a song for Rocky Five." And I was like, okay, that sounds dope. So he picked the group called Ho Fred Ho. Ho Fred Ho, if you ever watch old Hammer shows, they're the ones doing all the sorority dances and shit, like from like the college dances, and they all wore like the jackets, the sorority jacket. And so he tried to make them a rap group. And so he gave them the Rocky Five soundtrack. So they went into the studio and they were like, "Oh, well, what are we gonna do?" I said, "Well, I'll write it. All right, I'm a Swiss Army knife type motherfucker." It's like, "Yo, what y'all need? Y'all need the dishes done, whatever. I'm trying to fucking make it. I do not want to go back down to the bottom broke with nothing. I don't want to fucking fail. You know what I mean? Like a lot of artists, you don't want to fail. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna get fucked in the ass to not fail, but I was gonna do everything I needed to do musically to Brother Ron. What's up, man? The king of hip hop. So I wrote the rhyme, I write it and I give it and I give it to them, and they're supposed to go to the hotel and learn the song. And so what happened was, so there we're in, guess what, and we were traveling around with Hammer. He was doing a lot of different shows down the bottom, and it was like him and two of his groups that were performing, and we ended up at Paisley Park. So Go For It was recorded in Prince's studio, Paisley Park.
Get out of here.
Yes, because Prince was a big fan of Hammer because of all the fanfare, the showmanship, all of real live band. So Prince was like really hyped about Hammer. So Hammer, that was the closest studio to us. Now we're talking about a movie. This is November. No, it was October. And the movie was coming out in November. Rocky Five came out in November. So October we get the assignment. So I write the song, I give it to Ho Fred Ho, they go to the studio, they come back, they go in the booth, and they're trying it. And they got like this heavy, like southern accent, you know what I mean? Like almost like how Eazy-E talked, like it's a southern, and they're like, the song, to be or not to be, don't, not the question, you know what I mean? So they're not really pulling it off. So I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in the booth, I'm gonna perform the song, and y'all take that back to the hotel, y'all learn to do it like I did it, and then y'all make it happen. Lewis came in after I recorded, and he said, there is no way they're gonna be able to give that song its just due. You have to do it. And that's how I got the fucking Rocky Five soundtrack. And because I could. So he was like, and at the time I was MC Breeze, but Atlantic Records put out the other Breeze. If you look at Tyson, the young son of no one, on his record, there's no MC on his record.
It's just Breeze.
Yes, because of me. Right? So they signed them as Breeze or whatever. And so Lewis said, you got to fly right back now to finish 2 more songs. So I'm the only person with 3 songs on the Rocky Five album. And here's an interesting fact a lot of people don't know. I tell it every once in a while. But me and Will wrote the other 2 songs.
Okay.
But that was before he went to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was basically trying to give back. Like he had bit so much of my shit, or no, it's not bit anymore. It's he paid homage to so many of my songs. I mean, even Charlie Mack's name, First Out the Limo, that's from my song called Yo Lady Who. When I say first out the limo was Charlie Mack, dun 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 dun, dun. And so Will took that, and Charlie and them. That's where first out the limo came from. So Will had like a lot. I mean, like I went downstairs and kicked the cat. He put out a record where he went downstairs and kicked the Fila cat. So it was like all these bites and stuff that even Boom Shake the Room. That's like a song about what B Force was doing. We were the only rap group that would blow off pyros in a fucking basement party. Like, and that's where his Boom Shake the Room come from. And on top of that, on the Boom Shake the Room, he's stuttering as he raps. And everybody know the first time that stuttering was ever done by a rapper in public was by me. When I beat Just Ice in the New Music Seminar. And I just stood on that stage and was like, my name's Breeze. I like, take this time to say this rhyme. It was like, and I kicked, the motherfuckers. I had a standing ovation. And so Will and Boom Shake the Room. His name is Jeff. He's like doing the same shit. So anyway, he gave back by helping me produce. And we were sitting writing 2 songs, and then Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came out, and then he just flew off. I never heard from him again. But I still had the songs. No, I did hear from him again because I called him.
Me and my relationship with Will too.
Yeah, so I called him and asked him about the song. And he was doing so well, he was just like, nah, man, I don't care about them songs. You good. And so I got Thought You Were the One for Me, and all you got to do is sing. I even have the original. Like when I'm singing it, it's like, thought you were the one for me. I thought you were the one. On his version, it was, thought you were the one for me. Thought you were the one for me. So I changed all that and made it a harder song and stuff. So, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's he definitely gave back. I got 100% of those songs, and he hasn't he's not as a writer, and he let me use the songs that we wrote together. And so, God bless him on that. But yeah, so man, it was like, so they flew me back to do the 2 other songs on the Rocky 5 soundtrack, but I couldn't use MC Breeze because they was like, Atlantic put out another record and that's going to cause confusion. So that's where Joey B. Ellis came from, because my real name is Joseph. My family called me Joey, and Ellis is my last name. And so what I did, I put the B in the middle. So if anybody ever asked me, I say the B stands for Breeze. I was MC Breeze in my history of hip hop, early on. So and we made that decision on the plane. I said, okay, I'm gonna be Joey B. Ellis. No problem. I go into Capitol Records, the joint with the plates on it, and that's where I recorded the other 2 songs. So the first song was and we mixed Go For It in Capitol Records, and we mixed and we did the other 2 songs, Thought You Were One For Me, and all you gotta do is sing.